50. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite show pertaining to the AFC East. Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. All of us are deep into training camp. We have clips, we have storylines, all coming from our favorite teams. As always, man, we ask you to shout out your team in the chat. Represent, let us know where you're tuning in from. We have the poll ready in the AFC East live chat right now to see what fan base is truly dominating. We will let you know once we find those final numbers. I was teasing TD today on 4th and Forever. I said, Bills Mafia always dominates the chat. Can the Dolphins basically do it again? I saw you streaming, though, my friend. I saw you streaming beforehand. I still think Bills Mafia is going to ultimately dominate this chat by the end of the day. TD, how you doing, man? Talk to us.
I'm doing great. You know, winners do great, okay? Fellas, man, this is the start of the season. Listen, the training camp is here. This is the beginning for all of our teams to make their best impression on the division. I'm just excited because we're finally going to change this order this year. This has been the order for a while now, but you know what? We're going to change the order. The Dolphins going to be in a new spot. I'll be where Dan is, and Kobe will be where I was, and we don't care about the other two spots. But yeah, man, let's go. Phins up.
Oh, wow, man. The energy is there, although that the injury bug has hit the Miami Dolphins. Something fierce a bit earlier, but we will get into that. Richie, how's life, man? I've been seeing a lot of Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson propaganda on my timeline today, my friend. How you doing?
We're a minute and 40 in, and I'm finally getting the mic. I've been sitting here waiting to explode because I'm so fired up right now. The AFC East Roundtable, you guys are crazy, man. I'm just trying to chill, bro. Come on, that's how I feel. Because the AFC East Roundtable is back during training camp. I'm fired up. I'm happy that NFL football is back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It is going to be an epic show tonight. This is really exciting because we've been waiting all offseason for this, all right? All offseason, and now we can finally talk real football. I'm sick of speculation. I'm sick of all that stuff in the offseason. This is what it's about. Now we get to talk about ball. So let's get into it. Hit that thumbs up button, everybody. AFC East Roundtable. Let's do it.
Colby, how's life, man? Saw the New England Patriots carry in some puppies into practice today. What's going on?
They did. You know what? Things like this make me proud to be a New England Patriots fan because on day one, I really wish they did this every day of training camp to really get the most amount of puppies adopted here. But here on day one of training camp for the Patriots that kicked off here, they had a puppy adoption day, and they had the coaches, the players handling them, trying to get the fans to buy them. So sounds like a lot of them did ultimately get adopted. So really proud to be a Patriots fan, really just happy that they did something that really helps out the community. But yeah, training camp kicked off today, and we are officially in the thick of football, really all the way up until February. So Roundtable Sports, we're about to be clicking on all damn cylinders, man. I'm trying to mentally and physically prepare myself.
Folks, I'll tell you what, we have our first super chat of the day. What you excited for, TD? You bums ain't doing nothing. Can you say last place? LOL, Bills Mafia. Lino TV with the first donation on the channel, man. We appreciate that, guys. Listen, I am sitting here and I'm looking at 156 of you tuning in on YouTube, 25 on X, of course. We appreciate our X audience. I got to tell you guys, this morning while I was streaming the entire play-by-play of Buffalo Bills training camp day one, I truly understood how effective it is when everybody watching hits that like button. All right. I made it a mission for my live chat audience to smash that like button, and you would be surprised on how much the live community grew. Now, folks, when we say that we want to grow this AFC East Roundtable community, we want all of us to grow here. So if all 161 of you right now were to just hit that easy thumbs up sign for us, in 5 minutes, there could be 300 people in here rocking and talking a little bit about some AFC East football. So do me a favor right now, no excuses. 167 of you are watching. 167 of you are about to hit that thumbs up sign. I know for damn sure we're going to do it. Let's break records on this episode tonight. I want 700 live viewers in
That's
this
the
chat.
energy I'm talking about. That's
and
exactly
how we do
what
it.
I'm...
And how we do
back.
it, Richie. Football is back, baby. Hit that thumbs up sign, and let's lock it in. We have a great announcement for you guys. We have some fun developments in the back of the house of Roundtable Sports. Patreon is back. folks. And as many of you knew, we sort of had Patreon as our call-in segment portion. But me and the guys at Roundtable Sports, we put our heads together and we ended up finding a new strategy on how we wanted to offer Patreon for you. Number one, guess what? Now all of you are going to have the opportunity of being able to call into the show once again. But not just the AFC East Roundtable, folks. Fourth and Forever, all of the divisional roundtables, any show that the Roundtable Sports Network puts out, we are going to treat you like a radio show. We will have you backstage. We will bring you in accordingly. You say your statement and or your question that we would like for you to react to, and we go off like that. It's very standard to any sort of radio show. I have the Patreon link pinned at the top of this chat. But get this. It's funny because I feel like Billy Mays right now. That's not all, folks. What you also end up getting from joining this Patreon link right up there is a bonus episode of the AFC East Roundtable each and every single week starting in August. A bonus episode of Fourth and Forever where you can only see it on Patreon. A bonus episode of our gambling exclusive show. We actually ended up bringing on a expert gambler who's going to tell you all of what he feels about college football. Same thing about his NFL weekly picks as well. It's not me. Don't worry, Glenn. It's somebody else that's actually solid at what he does. And then afterwards, we're also going to be launching a lot of film study breakdowns from all across the league. We are giving you as much as humanly possible. We are going to add to it. And it's only $10, folks. If you want an opportunity of calling into this show, go on ahead, do us a favor, join the Patreon. It's only $10 a month. It goes a long way for the Roundtable Sports Network and your ability to call in whenever and how long you would like. It's a solid deal, wouldn't you say, Rich?
Oh, it's a fantastic deal. We're going to do the call-ins in a different way as well. The style is going to be more like a radio show. If you guys listen to Sports Talk Radio, they go to the line, they come in, they say what they have to say, they hang up, and then we break down what the caller has to say. So that's kind of the energy we'll bring you on. You can ask us a question, say what you have to say, and then we will react to what you have to say. So it's going to be an exciting shift for us here at the AFC East Roundtable, and this is not just on this show. This is network-wide. Patreon will give you access to the call-in link for Fourth and Forever and all the rest of the divisional shows beyond the AFC East. So that's what it's all about. I'm excited.
Super excited. In fact, we just ended up getting a Patreon member sign up. I think it was 3 minutes ago.
Bang!
Who is this guy, man? Who is this guy that just ended up
Say
joining?
Breeze!
Dude! Shout out my boy, Say Breeze in the chat, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, folks. We just ended up launching the call-in link. Folks, we will let you in sporadically once it makes sense to do so. 219 of you watching, 188 of you. Imagine if 188 of you hit that thumbs up sign for us. Do that. Sound off in the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I want, rather than to go by a breakdown or like a play-by-play breakdown of training camp, I want to go around the table and I want to get y'all's biggest takeaway from camp, right? Me, I could talk about Buffalo Bills camp all day. In fact, I was in front of a computer screen since 8 a.m. in the morning talking about it ad nauseum, but I have a couple of things that I'm excited to discuss. I'm curious to hear what my divisional rivals have going on. I'm going to start off with Colby right now. Colby, Patriots camp, give me your biggest takeaway, something that was encouraging and something that might scare you.
Okay. All right, guys, look, let's start off with the low note. Let's start off with the thing that is definitely concerning me a little bit. Now, I do want to put this quick caveat on this, is that it's day one of training camp, right? This is no pads. This is the first time the team's really getting back together. It's no contact, nothing like that. So I'm not freaking out just yet, but it's certainly not what you wanted to hear. It sounds like for Drake May and Drake May alone, so first team offense going up against the first team defense, he took what would have been 4 would-be sacks. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to hear who the defensive players were that would have gotten those sacks, who on the offensive line for the first team offense allowed those sacks. From what it sounds like, more so the interior of that O-line is what struggled for the Patriots, which does make a lot of sense. At right guard, you have Michael Onwenu finally going back to his full-time position at right guard for the first time in couple years. Then you have center Garrett Bradbury, who's really a good veteran center at, helping get the run game open. But when it comes to stopping the pass rush and keeping the quarterback upright, he does struggle there. And then left guard really just being a complete open competition for the Patriots. So sounds like that O-line still working through some things. Again, I'm not hitting the panic button just yet. There's also a lot of other factors that could go into this. Drake May still building that chemistry with his wide receivers, so maybe he's holding on to the ball a little bit longer, but nonetheless, 4 sacks for this brand new offensive line that this team put a lot of assets into this offseason. Not exactly what you wanted to hear from a team that's had the worst offensive line unit, according to PFF, for 2 consecutive seasons. Now, on a positive note, what I will say is that it sounds like Drake May and the Stephon Diggs connection is already blooming. One of the biggest storylines heading into today was who wasn't on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list or the NFI list, and that was Stephon Diggs, meaning that he was supposed to be and was a full participant in day 1 of training camp. He is on pace to play week 1, which is great news for a guy that tore his ACL just at the end of October this past season with the Houston Texans. So Drake May on his first pass of camp in 11-on-11s goes to Stephon Diggs. They go back into the huddle. Hurry up offense goes right back to Stephon Diggs. So it looks like that connection is really blooming already. And Drake May today in 11-on-11s goes 8 for 9. So really, really good day for both of them.
So let me ask you this. Are y'all in pads right now, or is it still shorts and T-shirts for the most part?
Yeah, just T-shirts and all.
Nobody's in pads yet.
Yeah, I'm expecting pads to go on at about Monday.
So why I asked that question is that, so I normally have a rule when it comes into drawing conclusions from training camp. I know and I acknowledge that I'm not going to know shit about my offensive line until pads go on, right? Like, yeah, like you can like be encouraged, like based off of some individual drills. And I understand a sack is, oh, it looks like he ended up winning. But when it comes to the trenches, those guys are not running at full speed. Like these first couple of days, like you can really only draw actual conclusions from wide receivers and DBs and maybe QBs and maybe your running backs in pass catching situations. So I wouldn't be too nervous yet. Say that you start to see that from your offensive line, like by the 6th practice when pads go on, then yeah, I think that's.
I don't know, man. According to TD, whatever happens at practice, you got to overreact immediately. If one little thing happens, it's the end of the world. So
Drake May could have gotten out of the pocket in a real game. Drake May could have escaped the pocket. He could have picked it up with his legs. He could have thrown the ball out, or he could have simply threw on the run and made a big play. We don't know because it's what was projected to have been a sack. We don't know if he would have, shaken off the sack and made some type of play.
Thoughts on the Patriots and everything you just heard from Colby, TD, Phins Talk. Talk to me.
Man, it's simple, man. I feel like the Patriots are loaded this year. They just need a quarterback. That's it. They need a quarterback, an actual competent quarterback. I just don't believe in Drake May leading this team to the promised land. At the end of the day, I'm more interested in his connection with Stephon Diggs. What'd you say about that, Kobe?
Yeah, so Stephon Diggs, immediately a full participant to start practice. 11-on-11s, the first pass for Drake May went to Stephon Diggs, and then his second pass also went to Stephon Diggs.
What happened when they went to him?
He caught the ball. He made a play. Now, there's no contact and no pads, so what would have happened, we don't exactly know, but you see that he's already using Stephon Diggs as that security blanket.
Yeah, I look forward to
and that's what he needs.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the Patriots this year. Like I said, man, I think they're going to end up number 2 in the division. But what was this about?
Number 1, Diddy.
What was this about Mike Vrabel today in the media?
What are we even talking about?
Kobe, what happened with the media? Something happened. He called somebody out. It was some issue.
Dude, he called out. I'm trying to remember who it was. He called out
Ben Viola.
Yes, that's what we called out. So it was, I think yesterday it was actually, not today, but Mike Reese had opened up with a question, and then halfway through the press conference, he had asked the exact same question. Vrabel was like, dude, I just answered that 5 minutes ago. I'm not going to re-answer it. And blew up all over social media.
Wow. Dude, Mike Vrabel doing his damn thing. Richie, a longtime Patriots non-believer. Thoughts on this?
Well, I'm not why do you have to frame it that way? I mean, I'm sorry I don't see them winning 10 games. That means I'm a non-believer.
Just say hater, Dan.
A hater.
That's
I'm
more
trying to be
blunt to the
professional.
point.
Sorry, I don't
trying
hop
to be
on
professional.
the mainstream stuff. You know, everyone's doing one thing. I got to do the opposite because that's how I feel, genuinely. But I do think Mike Vrabel getting testy in the media is good. I think that's a positive. I think that's exactly what this Patriots team needs, is someone at the podium that holds himself and will attack and not just let the media deal with him how they want. He gets to do that. And this is an opportunity for Mike Vrabel to really take this organization and make it his, because, you know, Bill Belichick leaves, Gerard Mayo's an absolute failure, and everyone thought the Bill Belichick era was done, and now in terms of the success of the Patriots is over. But now Mike Vrabel, who is an established coach in this league, has a real chance. It all starts with him. It really does. If he can instill that mindset and get the most out of these players, like, you know, I look at the New England Patriots and the roster. You know, there's not a lot of big names, if you will, in my opinion. But what good coaches do is they get those big names, those no names, and make them names by good coaching. And I think that's something that Mike Vrabel is capable of, and his coaching staff could definitely accomplish this year. And that's really the X factor. It's the coaching staff. Are they going to be able to elevate everything? And I'm not reading too much into Drake May getting sacked 4 times. If you're panicking about that, relax. It's literally the first day of training camp. There's so much football to be played. You know, that does not mean the Patriots offensive line is going to be ranked 32nd this year or anything like that. There's no pads on. You got to really look at things in a certain lens when training camp begins. So, you know, I'm excited just from a AFC East fan just to see what this Patriots team looks like, because it's a new version of New England. And I also think the biggest question will be Drake May. Who is that? Who is Drake May? He is a first-round pick early, and he should be a guy to prove to be a starter in this league, right? And he showed flashes last year with not a lot around him. You can argue this still does not have a lot around him, but there's some significant improvement and a new system. So I'm not expecting Drake May to play well early on. I think there's going to be flashes, but he's going to struggle. But just because he struggles doesn't mean he's a bust. He's got to learn from his mistakes. He's got to be able to, you know, figure out a way to handle adversity. That's what makes you a professional. Even the MVP quarterbacks in this league, they deal with adversity. They go through lulls, and they're the ones that know how to bounce back, and they know how to deal with adversity. And so it's up to Drake May to figure that out. So we'll see what New England is all about. But I think this is the year to lay the foundation and prove some people wrong. And then I think that they have a potential to be contenders in years down the line if things click.
No, I got to tell you, man, listen, as excited as I can be for a divisional rival, I want to see what Vrabel does with this organization. I really do. I think they have a lot of upside. I genuinely believe that that's the case. However, time will tell. It's day one, and man, there's so much information. I'm on information overload, especially NFL-wide. Like, we couldn't even think about topics to discuss today on Fourth and Forever because there was just so much to choose from. Boy, how spoiled we are. Mike D. Buffalo, TD screams in horror, slaps his chair, curses Tua. Ha, yes, sir. You have a crystal ball in front of you, and you know exactly what is coming in the 2025 NFL season. Patriots 12 is coming with a super chat. 14 doll hairs. Thank you. Tua, the 200 million quarterback, causes drama again. No wonder they haven't won a playoff game this century. And the Jets overpaid a wide receiver with 7 touchdowns. They won't make playoffs again. Bills are a real New York team. Go Pats. Patriots 12. Listen, he is sided
Bills are
with
not the real New York team.
He is sided. Well, we are the only ones located in New York. I'm old enough to remember Dan Mitchell saying Kyle Williams has the potential to be the second best receiver in the draft. I stand by that still, surprisingly enough.
You had a good day today too, Dan.
Yeah, I am very, very high on this. Guys, listen, if you are just coming in, 287 of you are currently watching. 246. Imagine if all 246 of you smash that like button. How many people would be in this live chat? Last time I checked, there's 139 like buttons hit. Guys, listen, let's grow this live chat community, because that is what Roundtable Sports is all about, engaging with our damn audience.
And speaking of engaging with our audience, Dan, the Patreon link is live, so let's get to our first caller, because the Patreon link now is not a segment at the end anymore. It's not, all right, let's get to the Patreons at the end. No, the Patreon now will be sprinkled in throughout the show. So we're going to bring in our first caller of this new format that we're doing, and he's going to come on in, and it'll just be audio only. He'll give us a question for 30, 60 seconds, and we'll get him out of here. So the first caller is the legend, Mr. Lascelles. You're live, Lascelles.
Hey,
Lascelles, what up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Man, glad to be back. Glad to that this is back. Sort of. No, sort of.
No, we're back.
So,
No, sort of.
So first thing, I just want to say, TD, don't take my less than 5 wins to heart, bro. I just don't see anything happening with your team, with the Dolphins. I don't see anything happening. I feel like you guys are going to explode. Hello? I'm in the middle of something. I'm sorry.
All right, well,
You got a
LaSalle
bad-
got interrupted.
Thank you so much.
LaSalle, thank you for the call. Our first ever call is saying that the Dolphins are going to implode with the LaSalle music. Your
Oh,
response, TD.
LaSalle.
Why do people pay to be delusional? This man, did he just say 5 wins for the Dolphins?
Said 5 wins for the Dolphins. That's what he did.
All right. If y'all want to be fair for a second, do any of y'all think the Dolphins gonna have 5 or less wins? Be honest.
I think it's possible if things explode like we're.
Richie, don't do that. Don't play the fence. Do you think that's gonna happen?
I think it's unlikely, but it's
Very
not
unlikely,
impossible.
Right? Okay. just
Because
making-
TD, you know deep down that you won't even admit it on this show that, wait a second, there could be a possibility if things blow up. I know it's behind that little grin of yours. I know how you really feel. You don't got to pretend on this show.
We not the Jets, Richie. We not the Jets, okay? I told
Well,
you
you
last
wish you
year I
were.
predicted yours. LaSalle, stop that crazy mess, all right? Don't do that, man.
Yeah, we love you guys. Guys, listen, that is a preview of what our call-in segment is going to look like. Again, guys, we have revamped Patreon. It is just one tier at $10 a month. You will be able to call into every single Roundtable Sports show all across the network. That is divisional shows, Fourth and Forever, any new show that we end up dropping. That's also including team shows as well, Bills Roundtable, Dolphins Roundtable, Pats Roundtable, you name it. Whatever there is a show under Roundtable, you will have that option. Again, we are also launching a bonus episode of the AFC East Roundtable, launching every Saturday. We are also launching a bonus episode of Fourth and Forever, and we're also launching an exclusive betting show that I know each and every single one of you are going to be thrilled about, man. So join the Patreon, guys. Join it right now while you can. Pinned at the top of the chat, $10. A lot of really, really cool stuff. We would love to hear from all of you. TD, I mean, we brought up the Dolphins, right? Like, my boy LaSalle says that you're winning 5 games. That's his hot take. What was some of your biggest takeaways from training camp today? Of course, we heard about your corner going down. That's terrible. Prayers up. Certainly hoping for a speedy recovery. We did hear about the animosity between Tua and Tyreek Hill, allegedly at least. Biggest takeaways from Dolphins training camp today? Talk to me.
Biggest takeaway from camp today is that, Jonas Avenaya looks really good, especially in the individuals, the one-on-ones getting off very well. Something that we took notice of as well, the receiving core outside of Tyreek and Waddle showed some promise today. I think we might be finding us a number 3 out of the group that can really make some big-time plays for us this season. And the cornerback room is just loaded. It's a whole bunch of guys that everybody got a chance to fight for a position, and we don't know who it's going to be, and we're waiting to see who comes out of the smoke when it's all said and done. Outside of that, the injuries, man. What's his name? Darren Waller on a PUP, Eichenberg on a PUP already. And then to get that news right there about Artie Burns, ACL is what is feared. He's going to get a second opinion. That's tough because we felt like he was going to be a major contributor in the secondary this year. And then an offensive lineman that was in, competing for some depth, got airlifted, and we don't know what's going on. We haven't heard anything yet. So we're waiting on that update. So just a roller coaster, rock and roll day. And then Tua finishes it off in a press conference and says, his relationship with Tyreek Hill is a work in progress. Be honest with you, I wasn't a big fan of that statement. Tyreek Hill has done nothing but have Tua's back. And it's almost like what Tyreek has to earn his way with the team. He's the best player on the team. Okay. I'm a Tyreek defender in this situation. But work in progress. There ain't no QB1 and top wide receiver. That relationship should be a work in progress. Coming into camp, it should be all of that should be irrelevant. Like, get in here, let's do our job. Who cares about your relationship and whether it's a work in progress? So that piece of it today was like, but outside of that, man, I think the culture might actually be changing. One thing that I loved today was the fact that after practice was over, they were doing sprints. Let's not just run in and say, hey, good, hard day of practice. Hey, now get on the line. Let's wear these guys out. Let's get them ready. Let's get them ready for the rigors of the season. So, Richie, you can laugh all you want. We not the Jets, man. You a hater, Richie. But
did I just hear you compliment sprints at the end of practice? Is this the first time implementing sprints?
They were running after they were leaving it all over the field. They were leaving it all over the field.
Culture's
Richie.
changed.
All right.
In Miami, they're doing sprints now.
They're running Patrick update. Minka did show up to practice.
That's good news.
They pushed the media again. They said give him a few days. So he's going to talk to the media, I guess, in a few days, but they canceled another press conference. So, but he looked happy. He's already been a leader, taking the lead, getting the group together, saying some words in that secondary. And I just think it's probably a money thing. Y'all figure that out, but he's a good teammate and happy to be here.
He is indeed.
Happy.
All right, so my question is, what the hell did Darren Waller do to get himself on the pup from the time that he came out of retirement?
It was those sprints, Dan. Come on.
Until the time that he reported in training camp.
Dude.
What's going on with Waller, man?
Well, he's on the pup. I actually have no idea. I got to look up if there's an official word on his injury. I just saw that they put him on it. Let me see, Darren Waller. Richie, yeah, I'm glad that you're amused by us doing sprints. Yeah, but did they say what it was on there?
They've been placed on the pup list. No.
They haven't said what. Wow, they said he retires July 1st and placed on pup July 22nd.
It's pretty insane, man. Dude, he tore a hammy on them sprints.
Can we just take a moment and just bring our awareness to how awful the Dolphins update is so the energy is so low. It's dark. Doesn't it feel like a dark cloud?
No.
Did you say anything good?
It's yeah.
They're doing sprints. I forgot that's what they're doing. Now. They're sprinting in practice.
If y'all are familiar with Stranger Things, so it reminds me of the Upside Down.
Yeah,
that's what happens over in Dolphins camp.
It's depressing. It's depressing over there.
It's certainly depressing. We have a super chat that just came in, and it's geared toward our good friend Colby. All right. Also to Colby, do you believe this will be May's only opportunity to prove he is a franchise quarterback like Burrow and Mahomes?
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Because I think those guys were already in better situations. I mean, you had Andy Reid immediately for Patrick Mahomes. You had Travis Kelce immediately for Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow in year 2 had Jamar Chase, right? Those guys both immediately were in better situations. Drake May's in a better situation than last year. But considering he was literally in the worst situation out of every franchise, worst offensive line, worst overall running back group, the wide receivers were ranked 28th in separation. Again, it's an improvement in 2025, but it's not even average. It's not nearly what it should be. So I think you're expecting Drake May to take that next leap forward, but to immediately cement himself as a top 5 quarterback. I think if he does that with this supporting cast, he needs to be getting all the praise in the world.
I agree, man. I agree. I don't think that this is his only opportunity, man. You look at quite a few quarterbacks. Normally, I go off of the 3-year rule. Yeah, and Drake really only had he had 4 games last year. So really week 1 through week 10, in my opinion, is still his rookie season. In my eyes. He's just going to have to see what it's like to actually make adjustments. He's going to make adjustments because he has an entire new scheme, especially with McDaniel, him being back as offensive coordinator, and then same thing with Vrabel as the head coach. There's likely going to be some growing pains. Glenn has come in. Hey, I get to save $40. Yes, you do, Glenn. You do get to save $40. He is discussing about our Patreon segment, folks. We are revamping it. It's more like a radio show. You do have the opportunity of calling into each and every single roundtable show at your leisure. But again, it's more like a radio show style where like you just come in, say one statement or question. We boot you after like 30, 45 seconds, and we all react to it as hosts. So yeah, that way we were able to make it cheaper for everybody that wanted to call in and say hello. And that way we can also give you quite a few other options, guys. Sign up for the Patreon, guys. Sign up for the Patreon. We have bonus content coming as well. Stuff you can't see on YouTube, but only on Patreon for this season. Super, super exciting. Don't show them the link on there, brother. But anyway.
Well, it's a link.
All right.
Showing the link.
All right. Perfect.
Well,
perfect.
Speaking of that, though, I think since we're on the topic of the Miami Dolphins, it'd be perfect to bring in our next caller.
Yes.
Curious he has something to say about that Miami Dolphins segment. A great Buffalo Bills fan, great loyal Patreon member, Mr. Lino himself. Lino, you're on.
Lino, what up?
Good, man. Hey, TD, man, come on, man. Have good faith, baby. Have good faith. I agree with you, TD, though. LaSalle, man, you're delusional, man. 5 wins? No, I don't see that, man. 7 to 8 max. Last place.
Lino, man. Listen, first off, shout out to Lino. He always on my neck. Pause. But listen, Richie, why you looking like that, Richie?
Pause.
I'll probably make sure there's no misunderstanding. But listen, but Lino, you feel the Dolphins vote. You
feel
the
what?
Dolphins vote. You throwing me off with the music, Richie. I don't think.
Yeah, you threw me up too.
Yeah,
I thought it was LaSalle 2.0.
I didn't put no music.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, man. Why do you hate the Dolphins so much? Why do you fear us so much? You think we're the team to take the division quickest?
No, I mean the Patriots is right there. Shout out to the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, but you, come on, Dolphins. We're running all over your defense. We're throwing all over your defense. You don't have a chance. The Jets are sweeping y'all. The Patriots are sweeping y'all, and the Bills are sweeping y'all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Drop the mic, Lino.
That
Damn.
is what I am talking about.
No.
Shout out to Lino.
Call.
Shout out to Lino. Great calls. It's funny because our first 2 calls were just hate toward TD and his Miami Dolphins organization.
So I think
is absolutely hysterical.
There's
I welcome
a reason we're the most hated.
So I think I got to ask you this, TD, right?
Fear.
Like, genuinely, not TD Phins Talk. I want to talk to Tony Dow right now.
Yeah,
I want to talk to Tony Dow.
Tony Dow's not on this show. This is purely TD Phins Talk. I'm telling you.
I know, but channel him, bring him on because I got to talk to him.
Super Bowl.
I got to talk to my boy here. Are you nervous going into this season at all that this might be the start of a complete regime change? Like you might be looking at a new quarterback in 2026. Is there any part of you where you're like, holy hell, we are so close from blowing this thing up?
That's literally what's going to happen.
This should be the most exciting season for the Miami Dolphin fans. We're either going to win a Super Bowl or we get to blow it up and find our new beginning. Either way, man. Either way, whether we win a Super Bowl or we blow it up, I think it's exciting times for the Dolphins. Everything we work for comes to this point, and if it works, we win a Super Bowl. If it doesn't work, we get to blow it all up, and we don't get to deal with the purgatory anymore. So, yeah, I think I'm not nervous at all. This is beautiful if you're a Dolphins fan.
Can I ask you a question now that after Dan did?
Yeah, sure.
What would you say? There's 2 scenarios in your brain, literally 2, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say the percentage of the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl this year compared to the alternative?
Oh, I don't operate off percentages.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't operate off
percentage. Is it
percentages.
99% one way
We
or
don't talk
1% the other? Or what is it?
Well, the problem
Ladies
is
and gents.
I want to be fair to our audience. I'm not very good at math.
So you think the Miami Dolphins have a chance to win the Super Bowl and the alternative is 1? So 2 scenarios. I need a percentage.
So listen, I look at it as a 50-50 chance. So
50-50.
50-50. No, to win the Super Bowl, though.
I think you just proved like what you actually think is going to happen by saying that statement, by the way.
To win the Super Bowl, that's a I have that at a 12.5% chance. 12.5% chance to win the Super Bowl.
Bills have a less chance.
Well,
Yeah, 12.5 because we're going to win the division. We're going to win it. Actually, it's like 15% if you really do the math. It's like a 15% chance. Because
wait. Based off everything you said on the show,
17.
TD, let me get this straight. This is your AFC East predictions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dolphins first, Patriots second, Bills third, Jets last?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, God.
You know what?
God.
Clip that, because y'all go, oh God, and oh my gosh, for all you want.
Wait,
I am
say
telling
that again.
you now,
What is your what's the division prediction from TD Phins Talk? What is it?
as
Dolphins
long
first?
as the Patriots do their thing this year, it's going to be the Dolphins, Patriots second, Bills third, and the Jets fourth. Now, let me give you the records on that, though, before you go crazy. So, Dolphins, 11-6. Patriots, 10-7. Bills, 10-7, but the Patriots win the tiebreaker because they're going to beat y'all. And the Jets, they somewhere like 5 or 6 wins and 10 and 11 losses, 6 and 11.
So if any intern is watching this right now, please make a graphic of this, of TD's AFC.
Yeah, do it and clip it because we need to come
clip
back to
this
this.
too.
I believe
Interns
this
clip
year.
this. Wow. That is wow. Yeah, that's a hot take.
And I know
That's
it seems
flashy.
far-fetched to y'all. I know it seems far-fetched, but this is
So you know who I can actually
The
trust on this
farthest
show
of
to
that
be
is the
objective?
Dolphins at 11 wins. That's the one that's the...
Again, now I'm not going to sit here and be crazy. It depends. The Patriots got to do what I believe they're going to do this year. Because they put it like this. You know who the Patriots going to be this year?
What's that?
They're going to be the Denver Broncos of last year.
Wow.
That's how I
Okay.
view- That's exactly how I view them this year. They're going to be the Denver Broncos of last year.
But Drake May is going to be like Bo Nix last year?
I think
Maybe.
Bo Nix is going to come back down to earth
Maybe.
at some point. I don't think Bo Nix. I feel like Bo Nix is still
Well, I'm
Mac
just saying
Jones. To
last
be honest
year.
with you.
But
Bo
maybe.
Nix is Mac Jones.
Bo Nix
Maybe
was fantastic
Drake
last
may
year.
elevate
Bo
a
Nix
little
was
bit.
awesome. They were not winning without the way he played.
Guys, folks, listen, some breaking news right here. The AFC East Roundtable has 325 people rocking with us right now.
330.
But let me tell you what, man, I could never imagine, or actually I could imagine that 330 people would be watching. But you know what I can't imagine? 330 people hitting that thumbs up sign for us.
What?
Folks,
Ooh.
I think that we can get over 700 live viewers on this episode as long as everyone does their part and hits that thumbs up sign. Folks, we are all obviously football fanatics, and we love chopping it up with you every single Wednesday evening on the AFC East Roundtable. And we want to continue to build our large group of friends that joins us for when we decide to come online and talk football. If everybody just hit that like button, I think that we can get up to 700 live viewers. I think that we could do it, folks. Let's get this up, bar none, 300 like buttons smashed within the next 10 minutes. It takes less than a second. It is completely free. And as long as your mouse is not broken, you have no excuse.
I think the
Love
new
it.
time of the show, too, is a nice prime time area.
It's prime time,
Wednesday,
baby.
6 p.m. EST. Ooh,
It's prime
we got
time,
a long
man, you know?
season.
It's still daylight out here. It's funny, too, because y'all can probably see the difference in my energy. Like back when we would go at 8 p.m. EST, I was falling asleep half of the time. And typically I'd forget what I was saying mid-sentence.
Dan, how did
So
you
I'm
survive the
glad.
9 p.m. starts when we first started this?
I was
9:30,
younger,
I think.
man. Well, I was
9:30,
still
I think,
technically in my 20s, dude. I was 28 when we started this show.
Wow. Now he's 29.
You're right.
Wow. I'm
Exactly.
not
I've
even
been
28.
29 for 4 years, folks.
Got you did.
Yeah, I've been 29 for 4 years. Oh, man. We had one last super chat I needed to get to, and then I want to hear a little bit about the New York Jets. Actually, several. Victor is coming with a $1 donation. Victor, we sincerely appreciate
Victor.
you, man.
Wow.
TD is coping hard.
GT.
Sergeant Moonshine coming on
For real.
in. That's
My
my
guy.
guy. Patriots 12. They can't win a playoff game this century, TD. Patriots 12 and Lino TV. Please tell TD, put money on the Phins winning the division. Put that money on, man. Show me that money.
Yeah.
Show
Already
me
got it on there.
that money. Let's see the ticket. All right, Richie, talk to me about
Escrow.
the New York Jets. What were your biggest takeaways from the first padded practice today? What are some storylines coming out of MetLife and the squad? Go ahead.
not padded for the Jets just yet.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of things came out. Today was the first practice, a lot of exciting things, and the excitement really just comes from the new energy that Aaron Glenn and Justin Fields is providing to this New York Jets team. It's an exciting time for the Jets as a fan of this team because everything's brand new to the GM, to the head coach, to the quarterback, the systems, everything's new, and they just committed to Garrett and Sauce. There's nothing that's distracting this football team. There's nothing outside of the building that is drawing them away. And the reason why I bring that up is because that's usually what the New York Jets do. They have some type of distraction. You guys remember last year what the distraction was? Hassan Reddick not reporting to camp. What's going on with that? That has a direct correlation to the overall energy of the team. And the fact that the Jets extended Garrett Wilson and extended Sauce, and they got all their draft picks locked up. There's no holdouts. There's nothing. Now they can just focus on ball. So now what happened at practice today is what you'd expect. You saw a Garrett Wilson highlight of him going up there and absolutely mossing Brandon Stevens. And now, yeah, we're worried about Brandon Stevens a little bit over here as a Jets fan, but the good news is we got Azareye'h Thomas, who I think is going to replace him eventually. Now, here's a clip. The Jets actually posted it of the Garrett Wilson moss of Mr. Brandon Stevens. Fields threw it up there, and Garrett Wilson does Garrett Wilson things. That's why the Jets extended him. That's why they gave him the money. I'm very excited for Garrett Wilson this season because I think he's going to have a career high across the board. I think, and the big reason for that is not just him reuniting with Justin Fields, who he has chemistry with, but the scheme they're implementing here. The offense is completely different. It's night and day. They're going to scheme Garrett Wilson open on top of his elite route running ability, and they're also going to force feed him the ball. Like, they're going to give him the ball. The volume is going to be off the charts. So exciting stuff from that standpoint. Some positives is the Jets rookie wide receiver, Arian Smith. People are looking at him and he's looking fast, man. He's got good route running ability. That's the guy that a lot of Jets fans are keeping their eyes on. Malachi Corley, on the other hand, here's more negative stuff. Struggling, man. Malachi Corley was a draft pick last season, and he's on the risk of getting cut. He's running with the third team. He had a bad drop today, and he was a draft pick from last year's class. Like Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh drafted him. This regime did not draft Malachi Corley, and there's a lot of wide receivers on this Jets roster. Everyone says, oh, who's the Jets' number 2 receiver? They have no one. They have like 7 or 8 guys that are all competing. So we got Josh Reynolds, Alan Lazard. We signed Tyler Johnson, Arian Smith, who's the rookie, Malachi Corley, Xavier Gibson. All those players I just listed, 2 of those guys will probably get cut. So that's what training camp is about. You're looking at position group like that. And Malachi Corley right now, I'm rooting for him. I don't want him to struggle. I don't want him to get cut. I feel like he has ability to be a football player in this league, but I don't know. That's someone that is definitely having a cut candidate on his name. Hopefully he can improve. Another on the positive side of things, Braylon Allen is just like, and I'm wearing his shirt right now. He is absolutely looking like a beast, bro.
You took a shirt?
Braylon Allen is a guy that,
Who made that shirt?
Braylon Allen
from the NFL.
Who made that?
NFL.
That's Braylon Allen.
Why can't we make shirts like that, bro?
Because it's from the NFL website. He won Rookie of the Week, and they dropped the shirt, and I bought it. You know what I mean? I got to support Braylon Allen. But it's dope because no one's talking about Braylon Allen. It's Breece Hall. No. Braylon Allen is going to get the ball, and it's going to be really exciting to see what he can look like. When it comes to Justin Fields, he was up and down. He had 2 or 3 highlight throws. He had some throws where he was late, and the timing was a little bit off, is what you expect from Justin Fields early on in training camp. I think that the biggest element to Justin Fields, and this is where I think a lot of people don't know about Justin Fields. Some people just write him off as he can't throw the football. And I want to break this down for the people that just say that without actually doing research, because I've done a lot of deep research on Justin Fields, because there's this narrative that he's a bad thrower of the football. And you would assume that means he has bad accuracy, he has bad fundamentals, all that. No. He's extremely talented physically. You watch Justin Fields, you watch the tape, you watch him at practice. He's got the arm talent. He's got the fundamentals of the footwork. He could absolutely let that thing fly. He's got the arm strength. He's got the accuracy. The issue has been in Chicago and Pittsburgh, and up until this point, is the timing. Getting rid of the ball on time, right? Holding on to the ball too long, not being able to read the defenses properly. That is what has held Justin Fields back. That's why he has not been consistent throwing the ball with Chicago and Pittsburgh, and that's why he has not been able to prove to be a starting quarterback. Now, the New York Jets, they're giving Justin Fields the keys. They're literally saying, hey, we're giving you this position. You don't even have to earn it. Like, we're literally handing you the starting quarterback role. You don't got to worry about Tyrod coming back from behind you and stealing your job. You're the quarterback this season. Take it and run with it. And now it's up to Justin Fields to do just that. It's an exciting story because I'm not going into this season really expecting him to break out, but I absolutely know that is a possibility if things do click. So I'm expecting Fields to be up and down throughout training camp. I expect there to be some adversity where he throws some interceptions, maybe fumbles, maybe has some bad throws. I think there's going to be a lot of flash in the pans, a lot of highlight reel level stuff. So I invite Jets fans, when the highlights come, don't get too excited. When the low lights come, don't get too upset. Just stay even-keeled throughout this process, and I'm excited to see him hopefully develop and be ready to go for week 1 against Pittsburgh.
So if Aaron Glenn was smart and your offensive coordinator was smart, I would probably scheme the offense very similarly to what Pittsburgh did for him last year. Because, again, I say this not to be a troll, but his struggles reading defenses, that worked for him over in Pittsburgh. It did. They simplified it completely and gave him a bunch of very easy options right on the wide receiver front. And I don't want to completely neuter him, especially since he has that established chemistry with Garrett Wilson already. But say that you want to get the most out of him, I would hope that Glenn ends up taking a page out of how Pittsburgh used him for those
they got to
first couple of
simplify the
games.
game. Absolutely.
Simplify the game for him.
And get the ball out fast. They're going to try to get the ball out fast in rhythm, and the Jets are going to be implementing an element to their offense we've never seen, and I think Buffalo runs it. It's RPOs. When you have a mobile quarterback, that's what you have to implement. Getting rid of the ball fast, making the right read early and often. And, you know, when I said Justin Fields can't throw, all I did is just added context to that reason, right? A lot of people say Justin Fields can't throw. Well, why can't he throw? Why is that a narrative? That's the reason. It's because of the mental side. It's not that like if he had a hitch or like a bad motion or bad sloppy footwork, like those things are a little bit more concerning. So hopefully he can click, and we shall see if they can simplify the offense enough. And his running ability is an actual weapon, though. It's not like, he's a mobile quarterback. Like, I'd argue.
I mean, it is true.
I'd argue he's just as good as Lamar Jackson.
An MVP. Yeah. So Lamar Jackson won an MVP back in 2019, where that's all he could do is run the football. So maybe.
And I'd argue Fields is just as good as Lamar and Josh Allen, just from a mobility standpoint, mobility only. Like, he's that crazy of an athlete. So not to say that's going to translate to wins. He needs to start throwing the football, and that starts with, clicking upstairs.
Yeah. And no hate toward Lamar Jackson either, but he developed as a passer now. Like, he's a very good passer now. But back when he won the MVP back in 2019, that was largely his game. Like, he was very much a run-first kind of guy, and if Fields can implement something like that, I could see you guys being scary, And then maybe now that he has an offensive line, he can prove me wrong.
Yeah, and this is a season where I'm not expecting much. Like Jordan says, Jets are overrated every year. Guaranteed they'll get less than 8 wins. Who's overrating them? Where did I say that I have the Jets winning a lot of games in that analysis? Like, I'm not expecting much from my New York Jets this year. That's just based off what's going on in practice. I'm going into the season with an open mind of understanding everything's new, and I'm not really expecting a lot of wins, to be frank. I think it's possible if things click, but I'm not going into this season with that expectation.
That's what I'm talking about. By the way, boys, I did have a chance to check the poll. All right, and you'll never guess who is leading.
It's funny you check it now.
It's the Buffalo Bills fans, folks. Listen, Bills fans, folks.
It's been up for 50 minutes.
I am getting so tired of winning right now. I've always had Bills fans.
It ain't even over, Dan. It ain't even over.
The chat each and every single time. It's 36% Bills, 30% Miami Dolphins
32.
fans.
Why are you cutting us too short?
32. Okay, excuse me. I'll double check here. 36-32 Miami, 21% New York Jets, and 11% New England. I'm not even mad about the New England piece because,
that's up. That's up.
It's up, baby. It's up with the Patriots fans. Hey, listen, I will blow a gasket one day if I ever walk into this show and see over 20% Patriots fans. I'm going to blow a gasket.
You gonna
Jets fans, vote in the chat. Vote.
Hey, Kobe, I believe in y'all.
I think that's the case, guys. 355 of you are joining us right now on the show, and we appreciate that. And last time I checked, man, 246 like buttons have been smashed. Folks, as you know, we have some big, hairy, audacious goals on this channel to make sure that we have the largest live chat on the damn internet. All right, listen, we shoot for the stars.
What's the
over
goal
here.
for this episode? By the time we
Goal
end
for this
the
episode?
live, when we
Man, you
end
know
the
what?
live, Dan, how many like buttons do you want? We have 250 right now, Ron.
Okay, we have 250 like buttons. I want 500 like buttons smashed by the end of
that's
this
ambitious.
episode. It's very ambitious,
I like
but
it.
we know that we shoot for the stars over here. And the more like buttons that are smashed, the more people will discover this show and hop on in. And we have
And you know what's
created
an
new
underrated
trends.
element that we can just remind, if they're so kind, what button to hit that we've never reminded them to hit?
Oh yeah, guys.
You know what button?
Subscribe.
We
Subscribe,
said
man.
subscribe.
Listen,
We said that.
The join
it's
button.
free.
Not
It's
join.
free, man.
There's another button that's also free
comment
that I don't
button.
think we've ever reminded our audience.
The
There's
share
another one.
button.
The
The
share
bell
button.
notification. Share.
The share button.
Share it somewhere.
Click the share.
Share it somewhere, man. Share it somewhere, man. Share it to an email or something along
if you
those
click
lines.
it, you could
know what
share
I
it,
mean?
man.
Like,
Copy the link, send it to your loved ones, send it to your friends, send it to your NFL group chat. Be like, you see the AFC East Roundtable? They're live. Go check it out. Go send it to your group chat with your buddies.
exactly. Spam it in the hub comments for all we care. I'm just kidding.
Look, there's a nice share button. You know, you could share it. Share it.
Oh, you can share. Yeah. So many different places.
Go to Tumblr.
Tumblr.
The heck
Who
is
uses
Tumblr?
Tumblr anymore?
Drop it in that family group chat. You know what I'm saying? I know you all got one.
Who the hell's using Tumblr nowadays?
Yeah, really.
Dude? Holy hell.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny.
All right, guys. As we reminded everybody, we have relaunched our Patreon call-in segment, where we have been structuring it like a radio show. We bring in a guest. They tell us what is on their mind, either a statement and or a question. We react to it rather than saving it toward the end of the show. Also, you are getting all this bonus content, a bonus AFC East Roundtable episode, a bonus Fourth and Forever, and the ability to call into every single Roundtable show on the damn internet. That
Link is pinned at the top of
currently
the chat.
pinned to the top of the chat, folks. It's only $10. $10, folks. It's the price of a Starbucks coffee nowadays. Damn. Holy hell.
I'm about to be $6.
Well, I got to get your guys' thoughts of the Jet side of things. Anything before we move on?
I do. I was able to point out how I think that Justin Fields is going to be utilized, or how he should be utilized. It's solid personnel, but again, we've seen this story before. I'm interested to see what sort of growing pains you have with a new regime. It's nice that there is no drama coming out of camp, that's for sure. But time will tell. Colby, a longtime Jets hater, what do you got?
You know, it's crazy. I never really understood the beef between, you know, the Patriots and the Jets, because, like, why would the Patriots care about the Jets? I understood the Jets cared about the Patriots, but never understood it the other way. But apparently a lot of Patriots fans do hate the Jets. I've come to realize that. But a couple of things that I took away here, more specifically from the wide receiver group there for the New York Jets, is Arian Smith. Now, supposedly, like you said, Richie, he's kind of going off. And I think we heard you say this back in spring practices also. For me, I think the true test for Arian Smith, and I said this back in spring, is going to be when the pads go on, because this is where he's supposed to go off. When there's no contact, when there's no pads that are supposed to, you know, be on, the guys who are fast are supposed to get open. They're supposed to get open deep. They're supposed to make plays. And for Arian Smith during the pre-draft process, this was before he was ever drafted by the Jets, I said, this isn't a guy that I really like because he reminds me of Tyquan Thornton, a guy who, before the pads go on, he's going to ball out because he's fast. He opens your eyes. He gets down the field. But as soon as that contact's allowed, he has bad drops. He has concentration drops. He doesn't work well through contact. And I see those same things with Arian Smith. So not telling Jets fans that he's going to be a bust, but what I'm saying is that maybe pause the hype a little bit. Does he look like this when pads go on next week? Does he look like this when the preseason comes along? That is going to be the true test for him. And then Malachi Corley, honestly, the fact that he's rolling with the third-team offense already is a big surprise to me, because I thought that this was a guy that was actually a good value pick for the Jets back in the 2024 draft. Someone who maybe isn't a deep threat, but somebody who's really good short to intermediate. He's really, really good in space, creates well with the ball in his hands. He was compared to like a Deebo Samuel. He was that Swiss Army knife. But the problem with those players is that they're very scheme specific. They don't work in every single type of offense because they need a crafty offensive mind to put them in position to succeed. So I think that Malachi Corley can still be a good player, even if he doesn't work out for the Jets. But when you have somebody like Justin Fields, I feel like you would want him to not necessarily have to bomb the ball down the field to get splash plays. I think you want to make it as easy on Justin Fields as possible and have guys who he can just simply dump the ball off 5-10 yards to, who can do something with the ball in their hands. So pretty disappointed to hear that Malachi Corley not standing out. But also, it's a new system, right? It's a brand new system. They don't have any ties back to Malachi Corley because they didn't draft him. So makes sense why they could potentially let go of him.
TD, your thoughts of the New York Jets side of things out of training camp?
Yeah, the highlights you showed was confirmation for me. First of all, Garrett Wilson is a bad man. That guy, he's a good
we have another
receiver.
angle. I'm first time seeing it.
Yeah, why don't you show that other angle so I can make the point you're really getting to.
Here's another angle.
And also, Sauce wasn't holding on that play.
It's not on Sauce.
No, I said he wasn't holding at the bottom of the screen. I saw him on another route. Look at Sauce.
Oh, look at the behind the back.
He's developing, man. He's developing, you know? Like, he's been holding everything back. Once he got that bag, he realized, hey, man, it's time for me to show everyone what I'm really about. Some quality ball.
So what are you saying, TD, about it?
All right,
Yo, was that an interception from Sauce?
No.
I was about to say.
So,
in this economy?
Garrett Wilson is a bad man. I saw some of those passes today, them highlights that came out, like this one in particular. Justin Fields just bad, man. He can't throw the football. Garrett Wilson is making him look competent, right? Look at this, have to reach backwards and snatch over the body to get the ball.
Did you not see the other angle where he put it up there?
No, Richie. He's supposed to be still running in stride. You see, this is a jump ball. Let me reach back and grab it and then go back forward.
So why does it matter if the ball's caught, though? I don't understand the point.
Because it could have been a touchdown. Was it a touchdown, Richie?
It was.
Was that a touchdown? That didn't look like a touchdown to me. It looked like deep on the sideline and down.
Oh, no. He threw a touchdown later to Garrett.
Later. Probably with bad placement on that, too. But this is disappointing. This is disappointing. I expect to see Fields handing the football off where he belongs or running the football. Throwing the ball like that, those are your Hail Mary to Garrett Wilson plays. So, yeah, man, it ain't much to report from the Jets. They trying to make Fields something he not, and it's going to come back and it's going to burn him.
I just couldn't disagree more with your analysis on this throw. You see,
of course you can.
it's called you ever heard of a back shoulder sideline throw?
No, I don't want to hear a back shoulder. He had a step on the man.
What do you mean? No, he didn't.
He got to jump through the man body.
TD,
he got to turn around into the man.
TD, this is fantastic coverage by Stevens. This is called a back
coverage.
shoulder throw. Do you
That's
watch
not fantastic.
Brandon Stevens, fantastic coverage in the same sentence. Damn.
Well, he is. I mean, you can't get better coverage. It's just called a moss. It's called putting it up there, making a play. I mean, how many times do we see quarterbacks throw the ball up when they're one-on-one to go make a play?
Richie, he didn't even get his hand around. Any good corner would have picked that off. It was underthrown.
He put it up where his receiver can get it and went up and got it.
He put it up where the DB could get it too if the DB was competent.
It's called a back shoulder to the sideline throw.
Richie,
Garrett Wilson goes up and get it. I'm also not saying this is a dime by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just not going to buy into the fact that this is a negative. But you can continue.
Hey, you know what, Richie? I'll give you that. At least
like you're spinning that highlight into a negative.
Gave his receiver a chance to catch it. Okay,
and let me make sure we're clear. Did I mention Justin Fields making a great throw once in my statement?
Well, I wasn't debating anything you said. I know why you never said nothing about him making a great throw. That's all Garrett Wilson out there playing big time.
Ooh, coming for you.
Well, stop. You got to stop this, Richie. And why is Sauce guarding the tight end?
Why is he on the tight end?
Is that the tight end?
That's Josh Reynolds. It's a wide receiver.
Oh, he a big wide receiver. Let me see him.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be our number 2.
Oh, they jogging, man.
And by the way, Sauce Gardner,
full speed,
this
man.
also came out. Sauce Gardner talked, and he said that in this scheme, what's the difference in this scheme? He's going to be traveling with the best receiver. He's going to be playing in the slot, and he's going to be blitzing more than he's ever have. 3 things that he never did with Saleh. Saleh put him on one side of the field and let him sit there in zone coverage. This scheme with Glenn, all about man coverage. lining up in the slot, blitzing, and following the other opponent's best receiver. So I'm excited.
Then
to see
why
what it
he
looks
ain't
like.
on Garrett Wilson in the clip?
Because obviously, you know, they're gonna move things around. And it's also, you never know what the scheme is. What do you want? Do you want it to be Sauce versus Garrett every single rep?
Sauce got paid. He capping. He capping for the
Every
Jets.
rep, Sauce versus Garrett.
Yep.
I mean,
why not?
I ain't gonna lie. That's popcorn. That's gonna be all training camp. I'm excited to see that Friday.
Yeah, we'll see.
That matchup for 6 more years.
You got an extra ticket, Richie? I might come down there.
I do, yeah.
Folks, let me tell you what, man. We are so dangerously close to 300 like buttons achieved. All right, we are 12 away from the pinnacle of what we are aiming for. Please do us a favor. Hit that like button, folks. 439 of you, no excuse. All 375. Hit that thumbs up sign, man. Let's continue to grow this live chat audience and this brand. And while you're at it, subscribe and turn on bell notifications, man, because we have a hell of a damn season for you. Join that damn Patreon. How about that? How about Glenn's backstage? Glenn!
What's up,
going
Glenn?
on, man? Hey, we saved you 40 bucks.
$40, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's a dinner.
Hell. Now that's just lunch nowadays.
Hey, look at that, man. Lunch for Glenn.
Hey, I seen you have us 4 wins. And if you have us 4 wins, I bet you head for head, hair for hair, that Miami gets more than 4 wins.
Oh, that's Dan Mitchell.
Oh,
Yeah,
me?
Dan
I said
Mitchell
4
does
wins?
4 wins. Yeah.
Did I? Oh, man, I must have been trolling pretty hard. And so I don't know if I meant more. And so I must have been trolling if I said more.
That's that clickbait. Hey,
Dude.
I do have one question before I get off. I know Tua said what he did, but what was the context? Like, what was the question asked Tua?
What was the question asked of him?
Yeah, was the question, how's the long ball going?
No.
What was the question asked to him?
So he's referring to his statement about Tyreek.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
Well, here it is.
I don't
Tua
know.
says
That's
Tyreek
what-
Hill rebuilding relationship with him and team is work in progress. So
Yeah, but
Cameron Wolf
what
didn't
was the
add what he
question?
asked. Yeah, I don't know what he asked.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's garbage. I mean, they could have been, hey, we're reviewing. Now, here's something else. Tyreek said this like 3 weeks ago. Said I have to rebuild my thing with the team, and I shouldn't deserve to be a
captain.
defensive captain.
Yeah, but that's for Tyreek to say. You can
Well,
you
he's
can
just
say
backing up
that.
Tyreek.
No,
He's
he's
just
not
backing up Tyreek.
He's not backing up Tyreek. He's basically solidifying that they
Glenn's having
have
fun.
issues within their relationship. That it's a work in progress.
I don't know what the question was. That's why I wanted to know.
Yeah, but what kind of question could change anything about it anyway? At the end of the day, he came out and said what he said. And like I told people, at the end of the
How's the
day,
long ball going?
yeah, but
If I said, if the question
not
was,
what the
if the
question
question was, how's the long ball, how does it change?
here's my thing. Here's my take, though, Glenn.
Thank you for the call, Glenn. We appreciate you, man.
Here's my take on that real quick. Tyreek don't have to earn no respect. He is the best player on the team, okay? Everybody keep talking about he quit at the end of the game. You forgot the whole team quit 2 quarters before him without giving effort or anything. The man was playing on a broken hand that needed surgery, and we didn't even notice until the season was over that he elected in preseason not to have surgery on his hand, to actually play through it through the season. So he don't owe nobody anything. He had a moment of frustration. He showed out, and he shouldn't have, but at least he cared enough to do it, okay? And like I said on Twitter, give me a break. That man don't owe nobody nothing. Without him, we be the Jets.
You're about to be the Jets, bro. You kidding me?
Lies.
I'm feeling generous. And I want to give 5 new AFC East Roundtable members.
You did it.
Congratulations to C. Dalla, King Reacts, Hennessy, Heisman, Adam Padilla, Rep NY for getting an AFC East Roundtable membership. This will give you access to exclusive emojis that you can use. This is my favorite, TD Phins Talk going insane. Get used to that image. I cannot wait to see that one back in the Dolphins live watch parties. Oh, I can't wait.
That is what I am talking about.
And if you want to gift memberships, it's also an option if you want to give back to the community. You guys can gift memberships in the chat. We know that a lot of you guys do that, and it's a great way to support the channel by giving back to the community of the AFC East Roundtable just by clicking that little super chat button and membership gifting, and you can gift some to your peers as well. We appreciate you guys.
And shout out to the 3 premier members we welcomed on today's show on Patreon. JT, Jets fan from Indy, and Say Breeze. We got 3 new premier members. 3 new premier members on the Roundtable Patreon. Y'all are the premier members of Roundtable Sports, and we appreciate that. Guys, if you ever want to join and have the opportunity of potentially calling into the show, sign up for Patreon. Holy shit, it is lightning out like crazy.
Dude, I thought your lights in your house were going crazy for a minute there. I saw it reflect on your forehead.
Dude, my 5 head over here reflecting.
Nah,
shit,
dude, that's a 4. That's a 4 right there.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes people are just like, Dan, you have a 5 head. No, I don't, fall. Look at that, 4.
That's 4 right there.
4 fingers, dog. 4 fingers, man. I can't squeeze a 5 in there.
I don't know, man. I see a little space between your eyebrow and your pinky there.
Don't worry about me, brother. Oh, man, like back in the day, dude, I would rock the buzz cut. Oh, in high school, man, I got to drop some of them. Dude, you know what?
You know what else you have to announce?
Buzz the head again, folks. Maybe I'll buzz the head again. And Hennessy says 4.5 head. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll round down. We'll round down, though. How about that? Oh,
AFC East Roundtable event, folks. We have extra tickets remaining. I know that we told you guys we sold out a few moments ago during the offseason, but I'm pretty sure we have some tickets remaining. So if you guys wanted to come through, we have 3 tickets left to the Buffalo event, the Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills, week number 3, Thursday Night Football. Witness me, Colby, Dan, and TD at the Caesars Sportsbook Lounge. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. We were able to get some extra tickets for you guys. So come through. We're going to be doing a live show a day before the game on Wednesday, September 16th. Woo! It's going to be a lot of fun. Jets will be coming off a big dub over the Bills the week prior, so Bills fans are going to hate me.
You said we had tickets?
Yeah, with 3 tickets left.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's going to be, yeah, you know what? It's going to be exciting. We have Teleporting Goalposts has come in with a $5 donation. Currently stuck in bed in an excruciating amount of pain, but Bills 14-3, Jets 11-6.
Hey, my boy.
10-7, Phins 7-10.
That pain must be getting to you a
what
little bit.
team he rep? Who is this team?
Yeah, he's a Bills fan, man.
Bills.
He's a Bills fan, dude. He's coming on in. Teleporting Goalposts, man. Guess what? We have the Patreon segment back live, my friend. $10 tier on Patreon, pinned at the top of the chat if you are interested. And I hate to hear that you are sitting in bed in excruciating pain. We sincerely hope that you feel better.
Hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah,
and just
man.
remember that you know ball.
Yeah, well,
get well soon. Stop watching those highlights. It hurts.
So the Buffalo Bills training camp was interesting for me today. And I got to say, Richie, I'm buying into the Elijah Moore hype. I really, really am, man. I think that guy just got the short end of the stick when he had Zach Wilson, he had Tim Boyle, he had Deshaun Watson, or the ghost of Deshaun Watson, throwing him the football. And then obviously offenses which didn't use him appropriately. He was showing out today in practice by itself. Speed is all over the place. Like how smooth he is in and out of breaks in his routes has been absolutely incredible. This guy is going to be a piece of this offense, and I am so excited about it. And it makes me feel better because, surprise, surprise, we have Keon Coleman struggling once again in practice. Granted, he was being guarded by Christian Benford, who, in my opinion, is one of the most slept-on corners in the NFL. But it appears that we needed somebody else in that wide receiver room to step up, and it sounded like Elijah Moore was that guy. I'm very high on Elijah Moore. I cannot wait to see how he is implemented into this offense. Yeah, I did see that Keon Coleman one-handed grab, but zero coverage. Like when it came into coverage again, same old story, no separation whatsoever. And what we drafted the guy to do, to be a contested catch type guy, was not too impressive by any stretch of the imagination. One thing I love, and my God, fasten your seatbelts, boys. If you have a wide receiver on your team that you think is going to win by speed, and you're just going to walk all over, as TD would say, the raggedy zone Buffalo Bills secondary, Maxwell Hairston really ended up making a name for himself in practice. Struggled in he struggled in one specific rep, but that was, of course, with the starting in the ones and Josh Allen. It was his second rep, and he did end up getting beat. But why I bought in was his recovery speed. His recovery speed was one of the few traits that I was really excited about this corner. And it started off with KJ Hamler beating him initially on a route. And keep in mind, Hamler is a 4.3, 4.4 guy. He's very, very fast. You saw him break off of the line, and you saw what appeared to be like 3 yards of separation. It looked like he was absolutely burned. But as you can see in front of us, Maxwell Hairston's recovery speed literally went from 3 yards of separation to literally being right on top of him and making the play. With all the question marks we have at the safety position, because quite frankly, we don't have true coverage safeties as the starting tandem with Cole Bishop and Taylor Rapp. Having a guy like that out there at the CB2 position, my God, maybe now I'm not going to lose sleep when I know that we're going up against Xavier Worthy on week 10 or week 11. Maybe I'm not going to lose sleep that we're going up against Tyreek Hill, although that we completely own him ever since he's been a Miami Dolphin. My point is that I think we needed this piece, the speedster on the outside, and I am so thrilled to continue to see his development. He's got to earn it, right? Because he didn't start with the ones. They had Tre'Davious White out there at the beginning with Christian Benford, and that's so Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott's the kind of guy that's going to make you earn your stripes. But plays like that from Maxwell Hairston, wildly encouraging. Heard from Joey Bosa. He's saying that he's feeling very good. Granted, again, he had no pads on. But from what I understand, he had a pretty good practice. I just want him to stay healthy. I really, really do. Like that. All I'm asking for Joey Bosa is 10 games this year. I could care less if they are not from week 9 all the way up into the playoffs. For the love of God, we need some defensive line help. One potential weakness, all right? So for all my enemies watching this right now, you might be salivating over how in the hell are we going to take down the Buffalo Bills? Interior defensive line depth is a concern to me. We have 2 guys that are currently suspended for PEDs. So say, for example, that Daquan Jones and or Ed Oliver were to go down, I don't have a lot of faith in our depth all the way up through 6 weeks out of the season. Thankfully, we have I'd say a relatively easy schedule. So as long as Daquan and Ed Oliver can stay healthy, we should be fine. But solid day one of the Buffalo Bills training camp. Any thoughts, gentlemen?
You know, Dan, I heard Maxwell Hairston was making a name for himself even before training camp. So good to see he's picking up where he left off. You know what I mean?
So is that referring to the pending lawsuit?
Yes, it is. Yes, in fact, it is.
Okay. All right. He spoke on that as well, and this is obviously a very difficult topic. From what I understand, the University of Kentucky did their due diligence. Same thing with the police. Was no charges. And Brandon Bean appears to believe the young man. So,
well, then I believe him too, Daniel. Well, then I believe him too.
If the police guilty, damn it. If the police believe him, if the university believes him, and Brandon Bean believes him, then hey, you know what? I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? This smells like a cash grab to me.
Well, now, Dan, I do have one question. And I do have one question. So do you have any concern? Do you have any concern about this Buffalo Bills receiving core, who obviously within itself isn't the best in the league, to put it gently, but do you have any concern that maybe they're a little short compared to other wide receiver groups in the league? You know, Elijah Moore, Khalil Shakir, is that any worry to you that if you play an opposing defense that has, you know, some taller defensive back, that those guys could just get blanketed?
So say, for example, we go up against a secondary that each and every single one of their DBs is 6'2" and above, then sure. But what makes me feel optimistic and what makes that not so much of a worry on my end is how Joe Brady runs this team. He's not the kind of guy that's going to zero in on a specific wide receiver at any given game, right? Like, you're not going to see one guy dominate the targets consistently. How Buffalo is able to spread the ball around and making it a nightmare for defensive coordinators to attempt to predict where the ball is going, like what the strategy is from a passing perspective, I think we're going to have answers. Yes, like for sure. Say, for example, we have Sauce Gardner on like Josh Palmer, for example, or maybe more or something along those lines. Maybe we're going to turn to Shakir, or maybe we're going to turn to Palmer, or maybe we're going to turn to Keon, whatever. Luckily, we are so advanced when it comes into scaling out and crafting our offensive game plan. We can scheme out any sort of personnel mismatches, if you will. So that's,
I like the
that's my
Sauce,
as long as our offensive line stays healthy, because last year, dude, like we lucked out. It's almost unheard of that an offensive line can for the most part stay 100% healthy all season.
Yeah, man, last year was your year to win. I don't know if it's going to happen again.
As long as that offensive line stays consistent, I'm not so much concerned about like lack of personnel anywhere on the offense.
5 offensive linemen healthy all season is ridiculous.
Yes,
I know.
And
I
you're
know.
lucky if one like gets hurt. That's a good thing. So
It's dude, I mean, it's Cromer, man. He's a hell of an offensive line coach. He does his thing. And dude,
your lights are
lightning out here, bro.
Your face is lighting up from the lightning.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
All right, TD, your thoughts of the Buffalo Bills. You have them finishing in 3rd place. Like, well, Elijah Moore seems to be.
Oh yeah, please expand on that, please.
Yeah, please expand. You said they were going to miss the playoffs last year. You said they're going to miss the playoffs again this year.
Yeah, the Dolphins and Patriots will have a assault on the division this year, which is going to weaken the Bills. The Bills are the Bills, man. It's not really much to say. It's business as usual. I don't sleep on McDermott. I've come to realize McDermott is a solid coach. I used to really rag on him and be like, he's not a good coach. It's all Josh Allen, but he's a solid coach at the end of the day. But what I will say is Josh Allen's getting older. You're going to have to be able to do it in other ways. Dan talked about how y'all got lucky on the O-line. Yeah, I'm glad you acknowledge it was luck to that degree. They're going to have to be great this year because Cook is going to have to go on another level and contribute even more. People may not notice it, but Josh Allen is not going to continue to take the hits. And they did it in opportune times last season. So they're going to have to win more, throwing the football and playing better defense. And I just don't think the Bills have that in them. They're going to continue to lean on Josh Allen. He's going to continue to be Superman, but it can only take you but so far. So all the training camp stuff, this is business as usual for the Buffalo Bills. Now, what did you say about Elijah Moore, Richie?
He is getting a lot of buzz from the Bills camp, and he's looking good.
What did you say about Elijah Moore, Richie?
What I just said.
What did you say about Elijah Moore? Man, nobody want to hear that mess.
I'm saying that's Moore. What Bills people are saying, not me.
Oh, Dan, you got a wide receiver 1 now?
We moneyball a wide receiver number 1. Yeah, we moneyball it, baby. We got it all.
Listen, here's the reality. I want y'all to really think about this, Richie and Kobe. Mm-hmm. The Bills actually don't have a wide receiver 1 nor a wide receiver 2.
So
they just got wide receiver 3s all up on the roster.
So let me ask you this, though. What team scored the most points in the NFL last year?
Oh, here we go. Running the ball with their quarterback.
Who was it? Well,
running the ball with their quarterback.
Man, we're seeing Josh Allen's rushing attempts diminish each and every single year.
Manufacturing MVPs. Hey, we was gonna pay. Are you sure you want me to hand the ball off? Because I could throw. Yeah.
Like what is
the 1 yard line?
Right.
Come on, man.
All right, look, I am not going to get beside myself on this overall topic right here.
Good.
But I feel like you always bring that up. You're like, oh, Dan, like you only have wide receiver 3s. And then you have the audacity to tell me that Josh Allen didn't deserve to win the MVP last year. All right. So like pick a side, bro.
No.
Like you can't say like, oh, your wide receivers suck, but oh yeah, like Josh Allen didn't deserve that MVP. Bro, like we're out there with Madden generated players, man. And like he's out there like
that's your problem. It's either all or nothing. I never said Josh Allen didn't have a phenomenal season. My only argument was the fact that it wasn't better than Lamar Jackson. And again, he won it, so they felt it was better. Fine. But my whole point is, as a team, the Buffalo Bills, no, y'all not it. Y'all just had a lot of fortune. And now that fortune is going to run up. And I get it, Bills fans. Y'all living on a high. You can poke your chests out. Let's see how much you poke it out this year.
So it's funny because some people who may be new to this show are coming in being like, why is Dan not getting heated and going after TD? Let me tell you why, folks. Because I have dealt with this for the past 5 years. And ultimately, I am always the one standing on top, telling you I was correct, that Buffalo is about to win the AFC East Division. Fun fact, ever since we have started this show, the Buffalo Bills have won the division. Isn't that funny?
You just made me realize something, Dan. Y'all might be the luckiest team in the NFL.
Why is that?
The year the Jets was supposed to take y'all over, Aaron Rodgers got hurt. We're supposed to take you over, Tua gets hurt. Like, y'all have had some real good fortune. When you really look at them 4 or 5 years, y'all have had the ultimate fortune of opposing quarterbacks within your division going down when they showed at certain parts of the season of even being better than y'all. And the Jets even beat y'all that week. They even beat you when Aaron Rodgers went down. They were a better team than Buffalo at the time. They just fell apart.
First off, how could you draw a conclusion with that where he literally was out there for 3 plays and had 1 pass?
And guess what? They were still better than y'all with Justin Fields.
Come on.
They just fell apart because of coaching and all kind of crazy stuff that season.
Listen, I would be okay with it if, say, for example, that like you're saying, oh, like these teams, like they were on paper better than you, but it had to do with the injuries. Acting like Buffalo has not been decimated by injuries for the longest time. We find a way, baby. Until it blows up in our face against the Kansas City Chiefs each and every single year. That's the only thing.
No one's ever asked you this, Dan. What are the Buffalo Bills good at?
I mean, everything.
Other than just winning. Other than just winning. Can we actually
all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I get it, but
it's about how you win.
The only reason they win is because of other circumstances. But can we really dial down and say this is what they're great at?
So we are great at taking away the football. Last year, we were top 3 in EPA, which is a massive statistic when it comes into looking at any sort of offensive production and success. You have Josh Allen breaking records for touchdown passes to a different player on the team. You have Joe Brady, who is an offensive genius, who is able to cook up all over the place with so many varieties of different schemes. I mean, dude, look, really at the end of the day, what Buffalo does well is, number one, continuity, a quality culture, which Miami would know nothing about. And then just consistency in going through with it, man.
I can't wait to go to Buffalo.
This team was just a couple of key injuries away from being in a Super Bowl.
So y'all get to use that, but I'm not allowed to say we were a Tua injury away from winning the division.
Yes, that is for sure accurate, because you guys have never proven or demonstrated that you can consistently compete against teams that are worth a shit.
We beat y'all.
Wow.
What's
and most of those
the Jets beat
tight.
the Bills twice. Where did that get us?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson. Where did that get us?
So I saw this meme. So I saw this meme the other day where like this guy was at a Yankees game and like he was like handing a baseball right to like this little crying kid or something like that, and it said that one time Buffalo let Miami win.
Oh, let them.
Let Miami win or gave them one. No, we didn't. Dude, y'all won that game fair and square. Congratulations. You know, it's
the
one
Patriots
like
are the key in this division.
It's
Patriots are the key. Y'all take care of Buffalo, Kobe.
I got you, bro. We do every year, at least one of the games.
Yeah, we need.
Oh my God. Oh man. All right, guys, we have some super chats that we need to rock in, and then I believe we're gonna call it in the evening, my friend. I have a lettuce wrap
before Dan loses power.
Oh no, we'll be all right, man.
Could you imagine? Yeah, we're gonna be all right, dude. Power goes off.
Yo. Listen, all right. So for all you meatheads out there, a hack, okay? Five Guys offers lettuce wraps, bro. Like, you want one of them juicy ass cheeseburgers from Five Guys? Like, you can just wrap that bitch up in lettuce, baby. It's some good stuff. I'm sorry, Richie. Shout out to anybody looking for that protein, man.
See,
Five Guys.
I've been on that grind. I'm gluten-free. I've been gluten-free since I was 12 years old, man. That's the typical, you don't have gluten-free buns? I guess I'll do a lettuce wrap.
A lettuce wrap burger. Man, listen, you get the protein and still get that burger juiciness.
Celiac disease, man. No, I don't eat
dude, you know what,
man? By choice, folks. I have
dude.
celiac disease since I was 12 years old, okay? Fun fact about me.
Dude, you know what, man? I'm thinking about going gluten-free myself, dude.
Makes you feel good. Even if you don't have celiac, no gluten, it will absolutely help inflammation. It causes inflammation in the body.
What defense caused the most turnovers? That was the Buffalo Bills. We had the highest turnover differential in the NFL. Oh, man. Man, all right. We had TD. New name is Master Spinner, always twisting any story because he can't expect reality. Phins down.
You know, I wish you was going to the Buffalo Bills Dolphins event. I really wish.
What is up, fellas? I think whatever TD is smoking, I need to buy it. Dolphins are trash and won't win 7 games. TD wishes the Dolphins had JA-17, and the Dolphins are overrated, hands down. Damn,
smoking the truth.
Josh Richardson, man, a member for 24 months, by the way, which is
2 years.
You know, shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy right there, man. But boys, I think that's going to have to do it for another episode of your favorite AFC East. Oh, ever since that game, Buffalo will not play Miami in September at 1 p.m., but not a big deal for Miami to play on December in Buffalo. Huh?
Well, I don't know if that's true because Miami sucks in cold weather, but that's all right, Glenn.
No. Like, he's saying that it's unfair that Miami has to play Buffalo in December, but since that one Sun game in September, we weren't allowed to go back there. I feel like you got to take it up with the schedule makers, right? I feel like that's what we got to do here. Glenn, you're the man. We appreciate everything you do for the channel. And we're glad that we were able to save you $40. And he did say something. He was just like, $40?
A nice lunch.
That's lunch for me. Dude, that's crazy, man.
$40 on lunch.
I actually relate to that, man. Like, I went out to lunch the other day. It cost me $30, dude.
Where'd you go? Where you going to spend $30?
Like, what are you making? Like, what are you making me for $30? Dude, Chipotle is fucking absurd.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking absurd over there, man.
You're right, Dan.
Chipotle is not.
Say you want it delivered, it's like $10 just for fees.
Dude, Dude, it's like $75 for double meat bowl, dude. Like, that's like what they're doing out there, man. It's insane. And say you go in there.
No, you're right.
Say you go in there.
At least 19 and 20. That's crazy.
And say you go in there to order it.
Side too, you're screwed, bro. You want to drink?
Say that you go in there to yeah. And say that you go in there to order it, and so you're greeted by an angry teenager, right? Like, who just like sits there and
burrito or bowl
that meat on top of it. Just what do you want in the bowl, dude? What?
Rice, beans.
What do you mean? Yeah, rice. I want it double, not half meat. Okay, man? All right? Come on. I'm paying good money here. I'll pay the damn mortgage payment on this shit. All right? Hook me up with some guac. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. Boys, I love this show. And you know what? I know that training camp is well underway. And I am so glad that speculation season is over. 371 of you are rocking with us. At one point, I think we got to about 360 live viewers. That is because of you guys smashing the like button, and we cannot thank you enough. Join the Patreon, folks, if you want all of this bonus content. Yes, we are going to be releasing bonus episodes of the AFC East Roundtable, bonus episodes of Fourth and Forever, and your ability to call into every single show on the Roundtable Sports Network. TD, what do you got to say to the people before we send them off?
Well, I can't see it, Dan. Can you give us the final poll numbers, please?
I got it.
I feel like you can see it.
I just ended it officially. So now let's see the results in the
chat. 34% Buffalo, Miami 33%, New York Jets 23%, and the New England Patriots 8%.
Almost 500 votes, and we couldn't get 500 like buttons, Dan.
Dan voted twice.
I did. You know what? If you're not voting for yourself, what do you do?
Voting for? Right.
What do you do? But TD, what do you got to say to the people before we send them off?
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is going to be a great season. And to all the people who doubt my takes, I'll say this to Buffalo Bills fans. If y'all beat us when we go on the road in Buffalo, I'll never doubt y'all ever again. How about that? I think that's fair. But you know what? When we go to Buffalo and we beat y'all, I want nothing but a comment section full of apologies. I'm sorry, TD. You were right. I want you just make sure you hold up your end of the bargain. All right? You remember that. Let's go.
What do you got, Richie? How you doing?
I'm excited for football to be back. I will be at Jets practice this Friday and Saturday. So if you guys want to come over to Jets Media, support, I'm grinding. It's my favorite time as a content creator. I love practice. I love talking ball. I thrive when there's actual football to talk about and no more speculation. So it's refreshing as well here on Roundtable Sports. And we're excited, man, doing a lot of fun things behind the scenes that you guys will see in due time. So hit that thumbs up button if you did not already. And Dan, I want you to guess right now, how many total views do you think we have had on this show so far? All collectively. Not
Total
live.
views?
Yeah, I can see that number right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're talking about
people that
peak
had at
viewers
least
or
been
views
in
on
at
this
one
episode
point.
right here?
You both just talking.
Peak viewers?
No.
Or views?
Total views. How many people clicked on this live total?
3,500.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, you did that to yourself. I'm gonna say like 2,000.
1,400, Richie.
2,200.
1,400.
Hey, you know what? It's in the twos. It's
tough,
good.
but then the
Enjoy
rewatch people will come on
Superstars.
in and make it over to 3.5. I think we'll get to that eventually, Dan.
Yeah, dude. Once the season's around here, man, listen, I have been noticing a lot of people that took a summer vacation from all NFL content. I get it. All right. But they're coming back and they're ready to talk a little ball for season 6 of this episode. That's insane.
Yeah.
Is it
And
season
I'll
6?
apologize, people, because I see
Or
y'all in
5.
the chat. If I'm
5.
wrong, I'll apologize. Ain't gonna happen.
Season 5. We had our first season during COVID, I think, 2020, right?
No, but the Bills 5 straight. So this is 6.
No, this is 5. We're starting 5.
Yeah, we're starting
Season
5.
1, we bounced around.
Well, just in total when we started on one of our channels, not this channel.
Oh, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
Okay.
season 6.
Season 6.
Nah, don't
Yeah.
get a Bills that.
The Bills, when we started this, that's when the Bills first won the division, and they haven't since. So it's 5 for 5 there.
Patriots are the answer. I'm telling you.
Damn.
We got you, bro.
Colby.
I love how it's not your own team. That really goes to show you.
Colby,
It's
what up,
not.
man?
I get that, Richie.
That's really goes to
I
tell
get
you
that,
really feel.
but-
You're not even.
But the Patriots can open up a path for us. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
the Patriots are loaded. And by the way, Colby, TD saying the Patriots are loaded. Not a good thing. You don't want to.
They
you don't
are
want that.
better than
Hey,
the
man.
Jets this
Hey,
year.
man, that's
You know
all I
what?
need.
That doesn't mean
Tampa
much to
loaded.
me that they're better than the
Man.
Jets. Doesn't mean no
We
much
just
to
need,
me.
we just
by
need
the way, they
progress. We don't need to win
Oh,
it
we're
all
gonna be lit
immediately.
this year.
We just
got
need
the
progress. That's all
TD
I'm
saying
saying.
your
But, hey,
team's
man.
loaded is the kiss of death, and if you know, you know.
No.
Hey man, look. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out Patriots Global. Didn't do my training camp recap here for day 1, but we'll be doing that after the show. It's gonna be dropping probably within the next hour or 2. And I recap everything over on my channel. I break down clips, I break down the photos, I break down just general notes, and then I break down each and every single position based off the news that we got. So if you want to hear about what happened for the New England Patriots every single day, make sure to tune into Patriots Global.
Go check out Patriots Global. Go check out TD Phins Talk. Go check out Dan Mitchell. And if you wanted to check out Jets Media, you might as well.
Yeah, might
we
as well.
appreciate you guys.
Dude,
Love
you know
all.
what, man? Listen, man. Like, we all need to start
story.
plugging our individuals a tad
Link
more,
in the
too,
description.
You know what I mean?
Man. Link
Like-
in the description, man.
Guys,
Go check out
guys.
go talk crap in Colby's comment section.
Go ahead, guys.
Jets fans.
I allow it.
Yeah.
I allow it.
Yeah.
And Patriots
Well,
fans,
I'll
go
be
flood
there.
Richie.
Yeah, flood me.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock it in. Lock it in. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that like button on your way out. We will see you tomorrow, per usual, for another episode of Fourth and Forever, our daily NFL news show. This is Roundtable Sports. Real coverage from real fans.